Oh, Colin, we're about to start another season. Plenty of excitement in and around the place. What's your thoughts as we go into the Chorley game now?
It's difficult to say where we are. We've been playing very, very good opposition, and Saturday was very pleasing. Birmingham was pleasing, but we won't know what level we're at until Chorley turn up, I don't think.
That's the way, I suppose, for most teams in pre-season at our level, really, because you always tend to play against that sort of Premier League Championship opposition from a spectacle and a financial point of view, but I suppose as a measuring stick it's not always that helpful.
It's not, no. The good thing is we know the level, we know the league. We obviously can benchmark performances and players against last year, and but we're still a work in progress. It's not all settled, but we weren't at this stage last year either. Crosby hadn't even arrived then, and a couple of things changed afterwards. So no, we're quietly confident that we can more than compete and we can play our way, but we don't know how that's going to turn out on Saturday.
Hopeful, of course, for as many people as possible in the ground on Saturday, just to launch the new season. Really, obviously there was a good turnout at Curzon a year ago. That was a year ago. That was a good day. No one's suggesting it'll be anything similar in terms of a scoreline, but it'll be good to see the lads off.
Well, it would. I think everybody's been missing the football. The West Brom game we postponed because we didn't think we'd have the type that they wouldn't be putting a team out that was strong enough. So the last chance people had to see us was against Birmingham, and I'm hoping everybody's really hungry and will come along in numbers.
Just in terms of a couple of bits and pieces that have gone on, that West Brom thing, obviously frustrating to some degree, but the idea between postponing the game rather than cancelling it was key, I suppose, wasn't it?
Well, I think there's always, in the Premier League in particular, there's always international breaks, and people are always wondering whether they can get a game in. I think if we've penciled in a date, which we have, then I think it'll be a better game with more recognisable players on both sides. I think that's going to be better as a spectacle for everybody.
A couple of chats ago, Elton Engberthaler was about to sign for a club in League One, or was certainly in advanced talks.
Yeah.
He's now starting the season here, as happens in football sometimes, but a lot's happened in the interim there.
That's credit to the manager. He didn't give up on it at all, and they have a great relationship, and Elton's got the utmost respect for the manager, and managed to persuade him to come in and train and then play a game, and then fortunately for us, he's decided to join us permanently.
I think we're all realists in the sense that, much like any player here, there's no cast iron guarantees that he'll finish the season here. I suppose he could still be here for years to come, but I guess
I think we've just seen that there's no cast iron guarantees at all. When we get in a position financially we can lock people in on 3 and 4 and 5 year contracts, then we'd love to be able to do so. Did we want to lose Zane? Did we want to lose Arthur? Absolutely no. But that's football, and they would argue they've gone on to better things. I'd argue that Arthur has, and that's just the way it is. We wouldn't get the lads in the first place if we didn't say that we would give them an opportunity to move on.
Financially, things are always difficult for football clubs during the summer. Business-wise, are you pleased sort of commercially and how things have gone?
We're okay. We're obviously good standard, good quality pre-season friendlies. So that's us using our contacts and our nouns. And a lot of other incentive commercials up dramatically. The work that Helen's done has been remarkable, and Kelly and Adam are combining on that side. But there's a lot more work to do on that, as you know. When we make the announcements we've got to make, and we're looking at partners we want to go with for the future, and some very exciting things. Not so far around the corner now.
It's a sign of a hopefully productive place, and that there's always something new in iron in the fire, isn't there? There's always something else to do.
There's always something, and that's the way it will be. We've got one main focus at the moment, and we're putting all our efforts into that, and that's really to secure the financial well-being of the football club for foreseeable future. That's what we need to be able to do, and I think that the announcements we'll make in a short space of time will show people that we have been really working hard to try and secure the future of the football club.
I suppose sometimes when you hear us speaking in this way, if it sounds like it is a little bit vague, that's for a reason, I guess. But these things that hopefully months down the line, weeks down the line, will be worth the wait.
Vague, obviously, but people have got to know that we're not just sitting here kicking our heels. We really desperately want this football club to succeed, and in this day and age, to succeed, I think. You've got to have a sizable budget. I think I had a chat with somebody the other night saying maybe what about the Solihull model? Well, those days have gone. Where I don't think a part-time club will get promoted out of this league again, and certainly not the league above. So the full-time model's the way to go. We've got 6 clubs this year that are full-time. And we need to be able to find the resource that can support a sizable budget so we can have a challenge at this league and the one above, and the one above that, and the one above that.
And I suppose without going over all ground at length, I suppose doing it this way ensures that if, heaven forbid, you have an appalling season on the pitch, financially it doesn't...
You can't, well, that's the point, that a bad season through unforeseen circumstances or just bad form, if that affects the football club's ability to pay the people it's due to pay and to survive, then that's poor planning, and that's what we need to be looking to avoid.